Hi, team. Okay, today I wanted to show you just a little bit about another support piece within CoughDrop, and that is dealing with some sync errors that come. So sometimes when you sync your account, the program will notice some errors that are happening behind the scenes and it will report those. So after you have run a complete sync cycle, you have to run sync first. Then you can go to the sync details option here, and this will tell you the details that relate to that sync. So for example, you can see that my account is done with 11 errors. So there are 11 errors within here. An error isn't usually a gigantic issue, but sometimes they are things that you need to address. So you're going to see here the errors that are listed first, and I can come in and check out what's going on. So like this first one, it's telling me the button image failed. That's not the kind of thing that I'm going to worry about too much because our images are saved online. Sometimes a URL will be different or will change or will adjust. And so the access to that can change. It happens all the time. If you've ever used Google Images and shared a URL for that, and then a little later on tried to click on it and they're like, this doesn't exist anymore. This stuff happens. A lot of times a failed button image, the image still shows. It's just having some issues behind the scene. And so it's not even always something that you need to address. Down here, you can see this next one says sidebar icon URL failed. So that's again an icon related issue. Most of the time errors that come up are related to a specific icon. I don't have one here. I should have created one, but the kind of sync failure that you're going to want to really pay attention to, or sometimes it's going to say the connection between boards has been lost. So a lot of times what happens is somebody has a speech board, and these highlighted corners mean that they connect to a secondary board option. And somebody's come in and deleted this secondary board. So for example, on this like button, let's pretend like this is my board and I came to like, and I'm like, I hate this board. This is a stupid board. So I came in and deleted the board. But the problem is back here on this main board, my like button is still trying to connect to that board that I've now deleted. So it still has the URL for that previous board that I've now deleted in here. The way to fix that is just to delete this option. So I can get rid of this speech board that's here, or I can link a different speech board, tell the program. So I can either come in and say, just kidding, don't link to a secondary board anymore, or I can put in the username and find a new board or create a new board that links to that button. So that's the number one problem type of sync that you'll find. When that happens, you'll notice on this sync details, it'll tell you exactly which board and which image and things are having an issue. The same is true when you have those connection issues, that the program will tell you the problem is on this board, which links from this other board. So you usually want to go to the board that it links from, and then correct that in that board so that it's no longer trying to link to that secondary board that's been deleted or moved or whatever. If you ever have questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to me and I'm happy to help. But if somebody wants to run a complete sync cycle, and then you can look at the errors that are listed and see what's going on. Like I said, these button image errors or these sidebar icon errors, they're not a big deal. Those, a lot of times even the program will still display the image. It's just this kind of background piece that's an issue. If somebody's upset about it, we do have some users who really just like to run things and don't have any errors come up. That's fine. Then you can go in and change the icon, or they can go in and change the icon related to that. This tells you exactly where to look for it. This is on the Vocal Flare 112 Me page. So it'll just tell you exactly where to go and what to look for, so that you know how to adjust that or where the connection is happening and what's going on. Okay, thanks. Good luck.